Welcome to my designer class. My name is Mercy and I sell Stampin' Up products. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how I made these two adorable cards. This is for a baby and this is a thanks or for a friend card. Now I will be making some changes with the paper and even with the sentiment for this card. We will start with this one, but before we do, I do want to bring in my One Sheet Wonder. This is part of my One Sheet Wonder class. We will be using one of these squares and one of those for today. This makes 5 different styles and you'll get 10 cards out of it. All right, so to get started, I did go ahead and do a lot of steps because I want to make this a little bit shorter, but this is from the animal outing and I just went ahead and stamped one so you can see how it looks. And then I did use the stitch framelits to die cut out. So stitch shapes. Here we have it. I want to go ahead and finish coloring though. So I'm going to bring in my blends. For the baby, I'm going to use Smoky Slate. He's so cute. And I used Crumb Cake, light and dark to color the mama, and then for the background I used light Balmy Blue for the sky, and for the grass dark seafoam, soft seafoam. So as you can see, it's really quite cute, and this is like the perfect baby card in my opinion. I love this set, Animal Outing. So next we will start assembling. This One Sheet Wonder is a lot of fun to do. If you've never done one, I definitely would encourage you to try it. It really helps you give direction with your colors too. If you look on the back of your DSP, Designer Series paper, they say which colors they used, and I really like to follow that pretty closely. I sometimes make exception with neutral colors. So for example, for the sentiment here, I stamped with the soft suede, which is not one of the listed colors. However, it is much like the Crumb Cake, but darker. So I will go ahead and, speaking of the sentiment, go ahead and stamp that. I went ahead and put both of these on the block. These are 2 different stamps. So you do not have to have it like I do, but that's what I did, because I did want it together, welcome little one, because that does go well together. Okay, so I need to bring in my punch. This is the 1 1/4 inch circle punch. And I'll just punch it out real quick. I use this circle, what are they called? Here, oh, sorry about that. I hit the layering circles for this. I have a bunch of these that I used. And I will also be listing in the comments below. Ooh, that was not so good. Okay, so I cut this one out too small, but I'm wondering if I could make this work. Yes, I could. So what it will do is I will go ahead and use this punch. I'm glad I brought this over because I hate to have to restart the whole thing here. And of course it dropped to the ground. Okay. Oh, I think I know what I did wrong. My punch was too big to start with. I wonder if that would work. Yeah, that kind of would. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of improvising here. Hope you don't mind. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach these together. You're going to see improvising at its finest. In there. See how this created like a handle for me. So there's always a solution, right? Okay, that works. That's actually pretty cute. It's now double scalloped edge. And this one I'm going to pop up the image instead of the sentiment. So here we go. Bring in my base here and my strip. It will be covered. I'll use that little piece another place. So this is Lovely Lipstick, and the cards, the DSP that I'm using, wow, my mind is drawing a blank at the moment. It was something about love, I think, but I will have that listed in the comments below. All My Love, I believe. I'm pretty sure that was it. Okay, so now this is all straight and we can start assembling the card. So my glue. Here we go. Since I have that cut out, I'm not going to put any glue there because we don't want anything to kind of be pulled in. We'll just kind of pretend that isn't there. So here we go. I think this is a really pretty card. Really great for a baby. All right. So again, I was saying I'm not going to this time pop this part up. Instead, I'm going to pop the mama and the baby koala. It's definitely the perfect baby card, I think. I kind of think I preferred my first color selection than the second, but if you have an opinion, please comment. I actually love getting some feedback. I really appreciate that, all the encouragement I get. These tutorials are somewhat harder to make than one might think. All right, so this time instead of using this ribbon, which is a celebration item, I'm going to be using this tulle ribbon, which I think works great for a baby card. I think it's adorable. And this card is slightly more, but I think better for a girl. This glue dot doesn't want to stick to it for some odd reason. Okay, so I'll just put this up here. And now we have a welcoming little card for a baby. This would be perfect for someone who just had a baby. All right, so for the inside, you can put a little bit of, and write another sentiment. But I won't do that for now because I want to make this as quick as possible. So for my next card, we will be doing this one. And I'm using the Lovely Lipstick 1/2" ribbon. And this one I'm going to make quite a bit differently. Instead of doing the entire thing vellum, I'm going to put a vellum sheet over circles. So I use the Starburst to cut out the vellum. This is the Starburst punch. Love that one if you don't have it. And then this 2-inch circle punch to punch out the Balmy Blue, which I will do right now. Now that I have it out, I might as well, right? And for the base, I'm using Flirty Flamingo, and I went ahead and lined this with black and white. And the reason why I did that is I kind of wanted to do something a little different, and black and white is definitely not one of the listed colors, but you can always use it and it makes it pop. I did take out the center here just so that I'm not wasting cardstock and I can use that for a different project. I highly recommend doing that. If you haven't done that, you will save on the amount of cardstock. And so I also used a rectangle stitched where I didn't do that here. And I wanted that black and white. So this is the Well Written Framelits, I think it's called. Yes, it's well written. And I use the, this one, it just says Simply Friend, which I think is pretty nice. It can maybe be a birthday or a thank you too as well. And now I'm just going to try to center this. There we go. And notice that it's supposed to have a little dot here for the eye. And I, of course, have seen this before, which is to add an embellishment there in place of that. So I already colored one using the lovely lipstick. Blend, the dark one. I think that looks pretty cool to do that instead. So I will go ahead and bring in my pieces here. Now to attach vellum, you definitely should use glue dots. I find that's the best way. Excuse me. Okay, so where did I put my glue dots? I literally just had them. This is always a problem sometimes. Okay, so oh, here they are. I was getting a little bit worried here. Okay, so just go ahead, attach a few glue dots to the back here where you're pretty sure it's going to be covered, because they will show through. So you want to try to put it either where there's ink or obviously where you're going to have the butterfly. So I'm just going to bring this up here, center it, and add it. And then I've gone ahead and added dimensionals and some tear and tape in the center of this butterfly. This was a celebration item, the paper, and you can punch it out with the butterfly duet. I know celebration is over, but I still have quite a bit of this paper and I wanted to go ahead and do a quick alternative. So I do apologize that it's not even available and I'm using it, but okay, so you can see how easily that goes on by using that. And then of course the Balmy Blue, I can just use regular glue on the back. I went ahead and stamped these antennas ahead of time because if I were to do it right now, it would smear. On vellum, it takes a while to dry. It's somewhat of a non-porous, well, I guess it is non-porous surface. So do it ahead of time and give it time before you think about doing something like what I'm doing right now. That's why I did it ahead of time. But these are the antennas, and this is from the Butterfly Gala set. And in my original here, you can see I did stamp these from Butterfly Gala. All right, so next we will just quickly add the ribbon. So I decided this time I'm just going to tape it behind. So I'm going to bring in some Scotch tape and just wrap it around this piece here. I think that's about where I want it. That should work. Oh, here. This is somewhat tricky. And I believe I made this piece too small, so I'll get a new one real quick. And then you just simply pull it behind. You just kind of eyeball it, make sure it's pretty straight, and then flip this over. I used to try to use tear and tape, and this works just as well and is a little less time consuming. So then we'll put this on and add this, and I think I like that placement. So right now I could adjust it if I wanted to take the tape off, the Scotch tape, but I'm happy with it, so we're good. I hope you enjoyed watching this series. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. My voice is kind of acting up a little bit today, so I don't know. I ate some peanuts and I think that's what it was. Kind of wish I could have a little bit of some liquid, maybe tea or something right now. Anyhow, so sorry, I'm not quite have my, okay, so I need to add this one right here. And now I am, oh, here it is. Found it. I've gone ahead, of course, and added the dimensionals and the tear and tape, so this will just take a minute. And we will be having this card assembled. I do love this butterfly set, and it's now back in stock. So the Butterfly Gala. And yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it that way. I think that's kind of cool. Or I could go this way. Huh. Choices, right? Okay, I do kind of like that. We will go with that one, that option. All right, so if you need a half, a dimensional, you just can cut them. I do this all the time. I just cut my dimensionals. Or you can use, of course, the mini ones. But in this case, I do want more of a flat, and I want to try to more or less straddle or bridge over the ribbon and not be touching that with adhesive. So, with the dimensionals, rather. I recommend straddling always with the ribbon. I think it's just makes it a little better. So, taking off these backings. Sometimes it's a bit of a pain. And we'll go ahead and add friend. I think that's really pretty. Now, I'll just go ahead now and use my Tombow, liquid Tombow, to attach this, because obviously you're not going to see any of this in the vellum. It doesn't matter. So just have them kind of random looking. All right, so that is the card. I actually do prefer the second one better than my first. Here's the original one. I think this with the black, little bit of a border really makes it all pop, the black and white. I love black and white in like a hot pink, which this lovely lipstick really is a gorgeous color. It's last year's in color, so it will continue. And I will bring in my other cards. Here we go. So let me know in the comments below what was your favorite. So I will just show these two now. If you would like help placing an order, please email me at mewants3@gmail.com, and happy stamping.